In the darkness, all men falter. Most believe they can endure it, but when they meet it face to face, their courage crumbles. Yet one man stands apart. He has faced the abyss, endured its grip. He doesn't just live in the dark, he has become it.
You see people go through their life and it's boring, it sucks. Every day they wake up in routine, they go to the job, they sit by the pool, they grab a beer, they drink, and they're just waiting to die. I love what I do. It's scary, it sucks, man, but you're in there and it's like, it's meaningful. It's the only kind of meaning that we have in our life. It's real. Guys get hurt, guys can bleed. Like, it's something so primitive that like...
I overcame myself, the sufferer. I carried my own ashes to the mountains. I invented a brighter flame for myself. But the worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you become new if you had not first become ashes?
The world saw me drowning and did nothing. My suffering, I will make it bloom. I will watch this world drown. They will suffer as I have suffered.
When you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, you're going through death, real life, you can't Google that, man. You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shrink you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in the day when you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways. And it wants to control you, pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over.
I made one promise to myself. No man, no law, no tradition would stand between me and my destiny. When they opposed me, I outwitted them. When they doubted me, I proved them wrong. Power yields only to those who refuse to be stopped. I was not born to obey. I was born to rule.
What existed for me was, okay, man, how am I gonna make this work? And all I knew back then was hard work. The only way anything gets accomplished. That's all I heard back in those days. You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. Okay, well, I can't. I gotta write out everything I do. And then write it out again. And write it out again. And guess what happened? I got it. I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. Can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back until this just becomes, your mind will say, okay, we're going to figure it out. Because he is not going to stop. It's not like, I'm going to try one more time. No. It's just like, alarm clock goes off, boom, we're going back.
But how could you live and have no story to tell? You want meaning? Then stop hiding from life. Safe choices write empty pages. Risks create legends. The comfortable fade. The ambitious get remembered. If you're not collecting scars, you're not really living. The best stories come from those who faced adversity and overcame their fears. History remembers those who dance with chaos, because nobody quotes caution. A smooth sea never made a pirate king. The banality is the real tragedy, not failure. So, will you be a footnote or the title chapter?
I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're going to adapt and overcome now.
You loved them. They used you. You stayed. They left. You broke. They smiled. You healed. They returned. You hesitated. They begged. You watched. They cried. You walked. They shattered. You smiled. They begged again. And you remembered how it felt to be nothing.
Wait when things go completely to pieces, when things are the worst, when your very best deal falls apart and your rent is late and you're tired and you're sick and everybody's mad at you and your car doesn't work, then it's the person that picks themselves up and says nothing is going to stop me. You know, the best quality in the world that you can develop, and I give it to you because I made it my life's habit to develop this quality. I hope I've got it, but I don't know for sure. But the quality is to develop the quality of being unstoppable. Develop the quality of being unstoppable. Say in yourself that no matter what life throws at me, it'll never stop me.
And going back to all the hard parts over and over again, I told myself after the first time, I knew it was gonna be a long journey there. My body was breaking down. It was just how it was going on. I said, you know what, this is my new norm. So my mind said, it's like going to work. Like you go to work, you put your suit and tie on, I go into suffering every day. Every day suffering, being broken, duct taping my feet up, stress fractures, shin splits, being broken. And that became my new norm. I gave myself no way out. There was nothing outside these walls of hell. Nothing. I love God, but for a short period of time, I became the devil, because that was hell. I became the boss, the owner, the CEO of Navy SEAL training. That was my mindset. And that's how you get through things. You immerse yourself wherever it is, and you become that. You become that and give yourself no way out.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah. No matter how rough it gets, I will never quit, and nothing will ever stop me. Make the decision that you can be tired, you can be worn out, but nothing is ever going to stop you. That's a wonderful decision, because then no matter what life throws at you, you pick yourself up and you say, okay, give it your best shot, as Fonzie says. Nothing is going to stop you. It's a wonderful feeling.
What if your greatest pain is the exact thing that will set you free? You run from your suffering, hide from your chaos. But what if that chaos was your power? A man who has never suffered is soft, hollow, easily broken. But the one who walks through fire chooses the fire. He becomes something else entirely. You are not born to be good. You are born to become strong. So, suffer and become. Friedrich Nietzsche.
When I was 297 pounds and I was fat as hell trying to be a Navy SEAL, the scariest thing in the world to me, even to this day, was that could have been the rest of my life. I thought then I was trying hard. That's the scariest thing in the world. Graduate Navy SEAL training, went on to do all these other things. Looking back on that was me trying hard. That's why people gotta understand what is in us. We have no idea until we start trying hard. And I mean really trying hard, where you're obsessed with, hey, this is my new norm. My new norm is that, wow, this isn't always fun. It's not always meant to be fun. And that's when you know you're trying hard.
I am a warrior of God. I won't back down against the enemy. God is with me. And if God is for me, who can be against me? I will put on that full armor of God every single day and fight my battles as a warrior of Christ. And we will defeat the enemy because we are strong, courageous, brave, and fearless in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
You loved them. They used you. You stayed. They left. You broke. They smiled. You healed. They returned. You hesitated. They begged. You watched. They cried. You walked. They shattered. You smiled. They begged again. And you remembered how it felt to be nothing.
People hear my story and think this guy is sadistic. I realized how the brain works. I figured out how the brain works. I'm a scared kid, and that's what gives me so much power. I had no foundation, and I built this off of just researching the mind. The feeling you get is basically invincibility. You realize that you can't do it all the time. When you need to do it, I know I can go to a place that I can live in. And when you know that you can run on broken legs and you can do certain things that a lot of people can do, but they're not willing to do, this power the sympathetic nervous system of fight or flight, and you're fighting. It gives you this charge of energy of when you're sitting there at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're duct taping your feet up because they're broken, and you're doing it by yourself, and you're going through arguably one of the hardest training in the world. If you look at it, well, I'm broken, man. I'm not going to make it. But if you look at it as, man, I'm broken and I'm still here, and I'm fighting, and I'm going to find a way to get through this because I have no other place to go. It gives you a lot of power.